Hello friends, it's Susan Hagedorn, better known as Shy. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and today I'm going to bring you the stamp set called Tags, Tags, Tags. And it comes with a trio of tags dies. So you get all three of them, and they stamp all at once, makes it really easy. And each one has a hole, so you can put some twine through it and make it into a tag. And this tag set is awesome because it has Halloween, Valentine's, and Christmas all in one nice little stamp set. So we're going to get busy and we're going to do some. So I thought I would do the Halloween first because that's the first season we have coming up. So I got out my terracotta paper, and let me just set that aside. Got the terracotta paper out and the black Memento ink right here. And we also have some new inks. These are pigment ink, and they're in silver shimmer. They're also in celestial copper and golden glitz. I think I might try some of the silver on the Halloween. So we'll see what happens. I haven't used them yet. They're brand new. And sorry for the noise. Pull that off. And it looks like this is the Valentine, this is the Christmas, and here we have they all are together. Now you can cut them apart if you only want one at a time, but the dies are all together as well. So you get all three shapes for all three sentiments, all three sets of holidays. So, and these dies do not tear apart. They're all together. So I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'll stamp them, and then I'll take them over to my Big Shot, which is the cutting machine, and I will cut these out, and then we'll use dimensions and maybe put them on a card, or we can use them as tags as they're meant to be. There's lots of different things that you can do with them. But let's get stamping. I think I'll pull out my Stamparatus, make life easier on myself. I do love this machine. It makes stamping so much easier when you can re-ink. If you didn't get it exactly right, you can re-ink and it'll go right back to where it was, and you don't have to worry about matching it up. First thing I like to do is take the raised side and just rub the palm of my hand over it. Just gets anything, oils or anything from the manufacturer, and I don't know, it just seems to stamp better for me when I do it that way. Might just be me, who knows. Alright, so I'm going to put that right there. Some of them look like they might be upside down, but we're going to cut them out, so it doesn't really matter. So what you do, this is poly, so I need to first add my shim of, what do you call it? It's a matte shim that comes with the Stamparatus, and it gives it a little push, so when you push down with the ink, it has a better chance of it making contact with the paper. I don't need this magnet here right now, but it's not in the way, so I'm just going to leave it. So let's try the Memento ink first. And what I do is I just tap, 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 tap. It's less noise if you have something below it. But you can see that it's a brand new set, so you need to really ink it up well to get all those spots. There's a couple of jack-o'-lanterns in the middle that you want to make sure you get, and the word candy here. All right, we'll put that back in the corner, make sure it's straight, and we'll push it down. Give it a moment to permeate the paper. And then I think I'm going to go over it with the silver. So what I'll do is get my chamois out to clean it. Didn't go so well. Let's see. Push on it a little bit. See if that makes it. It's a little better. I think I better do the black again before I clean it and go with the silver. That's why I love the Stamparatus, I'm telling you. If you don't get a good imprint the first time, you can always come back and do it again and again and again, as many times as you need. And just pop that back over. And this time I'll push a little harder than I did before. Okay, that's better. Still didn't get that candy real good. Let me just get that, see if I can get that candy in there. The word candy. That's a little better. I'm okay with that. Okay, we're going to close that before disaster happens. And then we'll take our chamois. This is a wet cloth. It's some kind of special rubber, and it's a Simply Chamois 147042, and it is so easy to clean with. You just rub it over. Typically I would take the stamp off and rub it inside the box where the chamois is, but because I want to use that in the same exact position, I'm not moving it this time. I'm just using the chamois. Set that aside. Now, it's damp, it's not soaking wet or anything. You want to leave it damp. And now I'm going to go in with the silver, and we'll see how this works. Again, sorry for the noise. This might put a nice little shimmer on it. And again, our paper is exactly where we left it, so we can just do this again, and it's not going to be messed up. Oh, maybe if I embossed it, it'd be all right. I'm not all that pleased with it by itself. I mean, with on top of the black. It might be better if it was just silver. Yeah, that's kind of funny looking. Let's see how it would be. Turn the paper around. And we'll see how it would be just with the silver. But you know, orange and black are typical Halloween colors. Where I live, and for the last 20 years where I've lived, not in this house, but in the last 20 years, places that I have lived do not get trick-or-treaters. So I've never been involved in, you know, since my kids were little. See, it didn't show it very well there. It's probably needs to be on a darker paper for the silver to show up, or it needs to be embossed. I don't know if this is embossing or not. I don't think it is. I think it's just pigment ink. Yeah, it's just pigment ink. It's not for embossing. But anyhow, there we go. So we tried it. We like the black better. So with that being said, what we can do is we can turn that back around, put it right back where we started. Take the chamois, take the chamois out again. Clean this up. Look how easy that wipes off. It's just so nice. We have a lot of different cleaning products, and I have them all, and each one is different for different applications. So for this Stamparatus, I like the chamois. Anyhow, so I've got that clean. So now what I want to do is I want to re-ink it with Memento, and see if I can cover up some of that silver that I put down that I don't care for. And again, this is the beauty of having the Stamparatus. It's snug in that corner, it's not going anywhere, and the stamps haven't moved. So, I'll make some of those nice and dark, put it back down, give it a good rub, rub-a-dub-tub. Okay, let's see if it covered up that silver and made it more black. Not too bad, kind of gave it a ghost effect. It's out of whack. Anyhow, I like it. I'm going to use it. It's a little bit out. I don't know what happened. I guess the paper did move. I should have the paper using the magnet that comes with it. And what this does is it holds your paper perfectly in place, so you don't have that shifting problem like I had here. So let's try this one more time. We'll use the magnet. We'll use the black again. Oh, all this for 3 stamps. You're going to think I'm crazy. But you know, these are the kind of things that as a new stamper you're going to run into and you're not going to know what to do. So I'm just giving you a heads up. You can learn from my error. Okay, let's try that. This is just a baby wipe because I got some right there and I wanted that up. Okay, give it a good press. Now that magnet is not going to hold that stamp up. It's made the correct depth to work with this set. This Stamparatus is so nice. I love it. Okay, we can do one more inking. I just wipe those off. Don't really need to when you're using the same color, but I will because it was in my hand. Being a perfectionist doesn't pay. Okay. So do you get many trick-or-treaters at your place? We haven't in years. Like I said, about 20 years, places that we've lived, they just don't come to where we live. And when my kids were little, we went around the neighborhood to the neighbors that we knew, and then we usually went to the mall. It was just so hot in Florida. And the kids always picked some really hot costume to wear. And I just found a lot of times the mall was a lot easier. We didn't always go to the mall. Sometimes we went to different friends' neighborhoods. Sometimes we had block parties. But I made all their costumes and they were always so hot. Oh. Okay. Now that we're done with that and clean that up, put my chamois back, and then I can run over, if you don't mind waiting, to the Big Shot, and I will get these cut out using these. And they also have, if you don't want to, it's not that you don't want to, but I mean, you put these down, and then you've got the little jack-o'-lanterns, and then when you get over to the Christmas one, you'll have the sunflowers, snowflakes, and then for Valentine's, you'll have the hearts. So we'll take this one and put it right there, and that'll cut that out too. So I will be right back. Said the hare to the tortoise. Okay, sorry it took so long. It worked. It worked. Okay. So next time I don't think I would use these little guys because it cut out the little black jack-o'-lanterns. I kind of liked them. I thought they were cute. So anyhow, there's one. And there's the other one. And then this one, no, I didn't cut it all the way out. My Big Shot's old. It's getting to the point where I'm going to have to buy a new machine. So I'll just fussy cut this real quick. Not that I fussy cut quick, but, or will. But just to save time, your time, I will take that out. Okay, so now we have 3, and each one has a hole in it. You can see the little holes here that it punched out. And there's nothing, oh yeah, there are a couple pieces here that are left. Just flick them out, and off they come. So that's cute. So then what I'm going to do is take some of our twine. Let's just use this one. So let's just say you had a pack of cookies you had made up for, you know, maybe the kids at school or something, and you wanted a little tag on them. This is perfect for that. And what I'm doing here is I'm just taking a particular length. I didn't measure or anything, I'm just eyeballing it. And I'm just looping it around so I know where to cut. And then I'll cut, oops, I dropped it. Shoot. Oh my goodness. Trying to get it in thirds. It's close enough. Okay, close enough. See if we can get this through here. And you could put to and from on the back. Now you wouldn't give cookies out to strangers because I wouldn't let my kids eat any baked goods from strangers. But if you were giving them to the school, you know, your child's classroom or your children's party or grandchildren's party or something like that, that would be acceptable. And you could just use that as a little tag. There you go. There's one. I think this stamp set is so cute. And I'm going to show you what else we can do with it as soon as I get these tied up. Or maybe before if it takes too long. Okay. I just tie a knot on the bottom. No bows. Won't bore you with my inadequate bow tying. Okay, and one more. It doesn't matter if you go forwards or backwards, front to back, back to front. Surprised this, as thick as this twine is. This is Stampin' Up twine. This is Garden Green Baker's twine. Really nice. As thick as it is, I was surprised it went through that small hole without having to use my pick or anything. So that was nice. Oh, got a little off-centered there. Okay, so we have those 3. Now, another thing that you could do is you could actually mask off. You could actually mask off the sayings in here. And how would you do that? I'm looking for my sticky notes. Oh, goodness. Of course, I don't have them with me. So what you do is you take a sticky note or a piece of paper and you lay it over top of that, and or you can cut it out, and you or you can just take your plain paper, cut it into 3, okay, like that, and then you could stamp your message on those, and then you could cut those out, because they are, well, you don't have to cut them out because they actually cut out individually, as you can see there. And as you could see here, they cut out individually. So you could just use this. You could actually use it on this scrap right here again. Just get it in the right position, and I can reuse this. And cut out 3 more, and then any little stamp set that you have that would fit in there would be perfect. You could just stamp it with whatever saying you wanted to and make a tag. But I just think they're so cute because they give you 3 different holidays, and they give you 3 different options for the holidays, and you could really produce quite a few of them, you know, at a time, 3 at a time, and just make a whole bunch of them. Like I said, for the classroom, the teachers, you know, to hand out to the kids, party, church, anything that you might need, you know, little gift tags for. I just think they're adorable, and I think you ought to get them. And again, the stamp set is called Tags, Tags, Tags. And it is number 150508. And it's just adorable, as you've seen. And we'll go ahead and stamp the other ones while I'm here. And the embossing for the dies is the trio of tags die, and that's number 150667. You'll have all this below, but I wanted to let you know it's a great buy. So let's do another one. Let's take this one out. We've seen this one. Okay, we can take that out. I believe I've already cleaned it. Yep. Okay, set that off. We don't need the dies anymore. We've already used those. And this time we're going to use the Valentine. So I'm going to put that paper in there. And I'll go ahead and set it with the magnet. Now this is just scrap paper I had laying around, so that's why it's a little holy. Okay, put those back in there so they don't get lost. And we'll take and put this guy back. So it goes right back there, and it shows you what it is. And then we'll take the Valentine next. No, we're going to take the, what color did I have? Yeah, the Valentine next, because I have the pink paper. Okay. And we're going to line this up. Again, I'm going to rub it. I've never used it before. It's brand new. This is my thing. It helps me. I don't know. Maybe it's psychological, but I just rub the top of it. Not the smooth side, but the part that stamps. And just seems to work for me. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to lay it stamp side down on your paper right where you want it on your paper. Now, because we're going to die cut this out, I'm going to use as little paper as possible. I think I'll put it that way. And then you push this down. You push this down. And what that does is make it adhere to your plate. Okay? So now, what you can do is take your stamp set, put it here. This is what I should have done before so it doesn't have so much noise when you ink it. And I'm going to do this one in real red. Right after I pick it up. Something about the age. I drop everything. Okay, so this is real red. I thought I had it open. Pop it open. Okay, slides down that way. Again, tap, 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 tap. Now it's not as noisy because I have my stamp case underneath of it. And it's not flopping. So it's not nearly as noisy. It is a better way to do it. It's just the perfect height. Now I got a lot of ink inside of there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I did get a lot of ink. But because it's recessed, it's not going to come back on the paper, which is another nice thing about Stampin' Up. They've thought of all the mistakes we can make, and they try to avoid most of them. Sometimes it's just user error. Okay, so I'm going to give it a rub, and we'll, oh, my table's shaking. We can see how this is going to come out, and if I'm going to need to stamp it again, or if it's going to be good in one shot. Oh, that's pretty good in one shot. I like it. Okay, can you see that? Be my Valentine. You are excellent. I love you more. Those are all so cute. Those are perfect. And all you have to do is put those on a card, and there's your whole card. Take a red card, a white card, a pink card, whatever color card you want. It could be a note card. It could be even smaller. It could be just a piece of paper, and glue that down on there. Or you can punch a hole in each side and use it as a tag. This set did not come with holes for tags, but it sure is cute. Okay, now let's get this one chamoised off, and we will try the Christmas one. So there we have that. Very cute. I like that. Okay, now red stains your rubber. Just so you know, it's not gonna get, it's gonna come pink. It's not gonna, the red's gone, but the pink won't ever go away. You can see how it comes out on here. And this doesn't transfer. I can rub that back down and it's not gonna come off on anything. And there's two sides to this, plus you can wash it. We also have a new cleaner. It's a pad, and it helps some of that come off. See, it's not coming off on my hands either when I touch it, which is really nice. It just doesn't come back off again. So, let me show you the other cleaning pad that we got and see if that'll clean that up any. Okay, here it is. This is the stamp cleaning pad, and let's see, I'm looking for the item number, but it's not shown here. I'll put it in the description below. So you can rub it across here, kind of foams up a little bit. And then you can take a baby wipe. Always have those handy. They're good for fingers and stamps. Okay, so you can see, wow, okay, that really helped a lot. I heard it will work on older pads too that are really stained. It's never going to get it all off, just for the dye that's in the red colors. But look at that. Look how much came off with that cleaning pad. this stamp cleaning pad. That's pretty cool. I hadn't used that before either. Okay, not on red anyway. I'd used it, but not on red. Not that I remember. Okay, so we are done with that one. Let's get my tool out here and see if I can lift those up. This is a take your pick tool. It's really cool because it's got all these different ends on it. And this is a spatula, and you can just lift it up. And you don't break a nail or harm the stamps. Okay, so we're done with that set. And we can put that one back. And now we'll take the Christmas one. And again, rub, rub, rub. I show you, I'll just do one. I won't rub all three of them. I'm only rubbing this one on the end. Let's see if it makes a difference. Okay, what paper did I want to use for this? I guess I'll use red. It is Christmas. I thought I had a different color. Okay. Anyhow, we're going to use red. We've used the magnet to hold the paper in place. We're going to take these and position them right where we want them on our paper. Okay. This says Bring on the Merry. This is the one I rubbed. This one has not been rubbed, and this one has not been rubbed. So I'm going to fold it over, push it down so that it adheres to the plate. There you go. The magnet holds the paper in place. And then we're going to use shaded spruce. That's a pretty green color. Red and green go nice together. This is item number 147088. And we will stamp these up and see if just the one I rubbed makes any difference versus the ones I didn't rub. Okay, I think I have good coverage. Let's try it. Push it down. Give it a few seconds to permeate the paper. And if you notice, it does not go through the paper. Stampin' Up! Some cardstock is very good. It does not go through the paper. So when I say permeate the paper, it's not going to go all the way through, but it is going to make a good contact. Can't really tell it's green. Looks black to me, but it is shaded spruce. And I didn't get as good of ink coverage as I wanted, so I'm going to push on this again, inked it up a little bit more. So this is our third set of tags, 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 and it covers Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Christmas, but you can use it if you buy the tag set, the die set. If you buy the die set as well, you can use the dies and you can cut out anything and stamp anything you want on the inside. Remember, they are just flat, so you can stamp in whatever you want and cut them out, and they will cut out individually. I'm repeating myself, but just in case you just joined us. Okay, so there we have it. And again, I like to clean right away. Look at how easy they clean. Now see how the green does not leave any staining. Doesn't have any staining. Okay, so that is this month's global collaboration with my global girls, Germany, the Netherlands, Canada, UK, and myself. I hope I'm not leaving someone out. We do this every month, and it's the first Wednesday of every month, so you can come back and see what we do next month. And so this month we have done, or I have done, let me just cut this so you can see. This month I did this for my tags. Everyone will be doing the same stamp set and using the same tags, but they'll be doing something different with it. So you want to hop over on their blog, not blog, but onto their onto their YouTube channel and see what they've done as compared to what I've done. And you can see all different kinds of things that you can do with this tag set. So I hope you follow the links below and you hop over and you see my girls. We're called the Global Monthly Video Group, and we would love to have you buy from us in your respected countries and become a part of our teams. We each have our own team, and Stampin' Up! Only allows you to sell in the country that you reside in. So if you're in the United States, by all means, come be a shy stamper. That's the name of my group, and we have a blast. A lot of it we do in person, but the majority of it we do online. And you can catch all of our classes whenever it's convenient for you. You don't have to be somewhere at a certain time. They're on YouTube, so it makes it easy to join a team and to be a part of a bigger group of like-minded people and make pretty things. So I hope to see you again next month. And during the month, check me out for other videos that I'll be posting a couple of weeks. You never know what they're going to be. Sometimes they'll be 3D, sometimes they'll be shabby chic, sometimes they'll be just a simple card, and sometimes they'll be an elaborate card. At any rate, please come back. Love to have you. Love to have you as a customer, and God bless. Bye-bye.